And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Alabama's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a running back they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for space. It's Bullock. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think Now, this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
On the run, it's Alston. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Is incomplete. Coming up, fourth down.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Grab behind the line. It's Gibbs. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on 4th down. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the tailback. pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He leaves it with his back. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Singleton. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Breaks into the... Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, South Alabama. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
With the catch, it's Cobb. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Auburn. A great catch and run for 6.
How about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. To the ground with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers are flying down the field. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Oh, what a cut! Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that drive covered just 44 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And the Jaguars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.